Good morning again. For those of you just logging on, this is Carrie calling from the Traverse City office. I want to say good morning to everyone. As you can see on my screen, happy first day of fall. I know for those out there that love summer, that's probably not a good thing, but I love fall and football and pumpkins and Halloween and all those things, so I'm pretty excited about it being fall. We're going to go ahead and get started. I do show it is 9:30. I have the recording set, so if you have anybody in your office that would like to see this after the fact, please know that we will be uploading it to the BlueSync folder in Online Office as soon as it's done rendering this afternoon. For those managers in Michigan, we are going to have a separate call right after this, about 10 o'clock, for our new Schmidt Bowl 2016. So do please find the link. It will be a separate link. You'll have to disconnect this call and start the new one in order to get to that call. And I just want to again welcome everybody. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat box and we'll go ahead and get started. So today I'd like to talk to you about emails and the importance of making sure that they are on the proper forwards. I have a PDF that I will also be uploading into Online Office, Michigan, Ohio, and Florida, that kind of gives a step-by-step of everything that we're going to be going over today. So do look for that document. I have a secondary document that we will load that explains how to update agent profiles on coldwellbanker.com. Florida knows the importance of this and how it ties together with our ZAP rollout that we'll be having in Michigan in November and in Ohio early next year. So to get started on the emails, I'll first talk to you about how to forward your Coldwell Banker Schmidt email. So whether that be at cbgreatlakes.com, at cbhunter.com, or at cbsmfl.com. It's all done from Online Office. This is good for new agents coming in. It's also good for agents that may have been here for a while. We have found a few agents that were not getting our office correspondences because they didn't have their email on a forward. They were using either a Gmail, an AOL, a Yahoo, whatever it might be, and they were not getting our company correspondence. So you can do this for the agent by going to Administration, going to Users. You want to find the user that you need to forward. You want to open their account. And right here you have two options. You can choose to use external email and forward to it from here. However, I don't necessarily recommend that. We have had instances where agents have the forward set right there and they have emails that go missing. Where to Live has told us that it should work, but they've also noticed the same thing. They don't have an answer for us. We don't have a good reason why it's happening, but do know that if they do have this forward here set up, it might not always get their emails forwarded to them. So what we do recommend is making sure that the Use Integrated Email and Webmail Systems button is checked. You or the agent will then have to go into your email by opening up the webmail. You need to go into the upper right corner, click the three little bars and hit Settings. You want to go to Incoming Email, Forwarding, and this is where you would want to put that forwarding email. So whether it be whichever email they use, their Garrar.com, Gmail, Yahoo, whatever it is, that's where they're going to want to put that forward. So you click it to On, type in the email, and hit Save. You can also choose to save a copy of the forwarded email on webmail. So if the agents are using another email but they want a backup plan, you can click that box there, and then that will allow them to save the email in CB Great Lakes or CB Hunter or CBSMFL, but it will also forward to the email that they choose. After you type in the information, you want to make sure that you hit Save right there. I'm going to, of course, hit Cancel because I don't want to forward it. And that is how you forward your either CB Great Lakes, CB Hunter, or CBSMFL. Now, as administrators, admins, ASCs, you can choose to do this or this for the agent. The agent will then have to either give you their password to go into webmail, or they'll have to go in themselves to forward it from there. But that's how you go in to choose the option of using the webmail or the external forward. But do know that external forward doesn't always necessarily have a 100% success rate of getting your emails where they need to go. Now, more importantly, and probably more forgotten, is our coldwellbanker.com emails. When agents sign on now, their emails should automatically be forwarded, but we have some that we've noticed have not been forwarded in the past, so it's probably a good idea to talk to all the agents in your office, find out if you can help them get logged into CB Exchange, and really find out if their emails are being forwarded. So again, to enter into CB Exchange, you can use the link here. However, having to know our coldwellbanker.com username and passwords for Zap, which will be rolling out shortly, I do highly recommend that you help the agents get that information now. They'll have to have their @coldwellbanker.com email and their password. So once they get into CB Exchange, they want to go to tasks. If they don't see check my email in the taskbar, it's very simple to add. You want to go over to the cog in the left part of the screen, choose tasks, and then everything that is blue with the check mark are the tasks that are showing up. So you just find check my email, make sure that it's checked marked, and go back to your home screen, go to tasks, and then it'll be there. So from here you can click check my email. It'll log you in. You want to go down to options, message filters, forwarding. And it says right down here, when no filters apply, forward to carrie.scomp@cbgreatlakes.com. So my forward is already on. If your agents don't have that set up, you just simply click new. Type in the email address there that they want it. You can set filters if you want, but more likely than not, they're just going to always forward that. So that's how you want to forward their coldwellbanker.com email. Again, this is the email that the brand would use when they're sending out information. Also, if a client finds our agents on coldwellbanker.com, a lot of times that's the email that it's going to be sent to. So they do want to make sure that the forward is on. We want to make sure all of our agents are getting all of our communications as much as possible. So please do go through your office rosters. Admins and ASCs, please help your agents. Managers, if you could, put the word in that we really need to check these emails and make sure they're forwarded. We would really appreciate it. Again, I have a PDF. Oops, wrong one. There we go. I have a PDF that goes through all of these steps, and we will be loading them into Online Office so that you can print it out, give it to your agents, you can email it to them, whatever will work best for your office to get these emails forwarded. Go ahead and type in questions if you have any questions on either these Coldwell Banker Schmidt version, which is CB Great Lakes, CB Hunter, or CB SMFL, or on coldwellbanker.com. Okay, I don't see any questions for that, so I'm going to move on and talk about our agent profiles. So when we launch Zap in Michigan in the first 2 weeks of November, and when we launch in Ohio early in 2017, it's going to be very important that our agents have updated profiles on coldwellbanker.com. Coldwellbanker.com is what's going to feed Zap. So name, address, phone number. We talked a few weeks ago about updating that information in Crest, but now we need to take it a step further. We want to make sure that their bios are correct. We want to make sure their specialty markets are correct. Any of the information that they have on coldwellbanker.com is what's going to show up on their Zap sites. So in order to expedite our launch come November or early 2017, we're asking for your guys' help now in getting this information. They can load a video if they want. They can put in the areas that they serve if they want. All this information should be updated now in order to make our Zap launch go just a bit smoother. And coldwellbanker.com is very highly trafficked by all buyers and sellers. So it's really important to have these profiles up. Even if you're not concerned about Zap right now, it is really important to get your coldwellbanker.com profile up and running. Now, as admins, you can do this for your agent. You have to be logged in to coldwellbanker.com. Or if an agent would like to do their own, they log in the same way. So when you click in the upper right, log in or create account, This first one is for consumers. Down here, are you an agent? Whether you're an admin, ASC, manager, and agent, that's where you want to click. And as with all Coldwell Banker products, we have to be just a little patient. So it logged me in. It's telling me I'm logged in as me, which is great. So if you want to do this for an agent, you just go into the search box, make sure that it's on agent, type in the agent's name here. Once their profile comes up, you'll see the option to edit. If you click edit, anything that you're able to fix has a pencil next to it. Some of this information that does not have a pencil, that's the information that has to be updated in Crest. So if something's wrong here and it does not allow you to change it, please go into Crest and fix that. You can see you can do a welcome message, about, specialties, specialty markets, expertise, credentials, qualifications, and awards. All of those can be updated, information can be added. You can also put in their social media, so whether it's email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, whatever they might have, you can link those through here as well. Once you've fixed everything the way you want, you just simply click Publish Changes. Now, unlike our in-house websites, CB Great Lakes, CB Hunter, and CBS MFL, this does take about an hour to reflect online. So if you make the change here, check back in an hour, 90 minutes, and then the changes should show up on coldwellbanker.com. So again, we have a PDF that can walk the agents through how to do this. You as admins in ASC do have the ability to update any profile for agents in your office. You simply log in to coldwellbanker.com using the same login you use for CB Exchange, find your agent, and then once their profile is up, it gives you the option. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions again. We did have one come in from Janie. Where can we get their logins? None of them know them. Okay, that's a very good question, and it's a very good idea to start now. So as an admin, you can go into Crest, find the user account, and that will give you their email address. It's most likely first name dot last name at coldwellbanker.com. However, if we're dealing with a John Doe or Jane Smith, there's probably a number. They usually add a 1, a 2, whatever it might be. So if you're not sure what your agent's login information is, you can look that up in Crest for them. Unfortunately, we cannot change their password. So they'll either have to go to CB Exchange, and let me log out here so I can show you. Once you know their username, you can come to cbexchange.com, click Forgot Password. The username is going to be the email address. And then there's two options. If when they started they set up a secret question, you can click Show My Secret Question. It's going to give you your secret question, and then you have to type in the answer there. Click Set Password, and it'll take them where they can reset their password. If they don't have that set up, it'll tell you when you click that there is no secret question set up. At that time, you type in their username here, which again is their @coldwellbanker.com email that you can find in Crest, and then you want to email me a temporary password. Now, part of the reason why it is so important to make sure that the email addresses are correct in Crest and also have their coldwellbanker.com email forward set correctly is because if they don't have the forward set up, they may not get this password reset. At that time, they'll have to call the 800 number, which is actually 877. I'm going to go ahead and type it on the screen here. And then they can reset it for them by calling the 800 number. They're very helpful. Hold times aren't usually too bad. All they'll have to give them is their name, the city where they do business, and then the people on the phone will be able to help them reset their password. Now typically when they call in, they do reset it to something easy like Welcome 1. The agent then has to go to CB Exchange. It'll run them through the password reset. They can then use that password that they've used to reset on coldwellbanker.com. But if they do call in for the password reset, they have to first go to CB Exchange. That was a big confusion when CBX came out. Agents were calling in to get a password reset. They were going direct to the app, CBX. It would still not let them log in, but that's because they have to go to CB Exchange first with the temporary password to reset it. So that's a very good question, Janie. And if we can go ahead and start getting our agents used to using their username and login for CB Exchange now and not the pass-through, that'll help us immensely come our launch for Zap. Ohio gets a little bit of extra time to get that out of the way. They have a few extra months. Here in Michigan, again, we are launching in November. Your Zap specialist will be visiting your offices sometime in October, so look for that message to come across to get that scheduled. We then have our live launch with our corporate trainers coming the first and second weeks of November, and we will have that scheduled for you guys when we come to visit your offices. Your Zap specialist will be able to share that with you. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any other questions. One came from Ronnie in Ohio. If our emails are at cbhunter.com, why do we need to use at Coldwell Banker to get into CB Exchange? That's a very good question, Ronnie. That is something that corporate has set. So any website that you're accessing that comes from the brand out of New Jersey, like CB Exchange, like Zap, like CBX, the username is the at coldwellbanker.com email. There's no way for us to change that. That's the brand rule. That's how they have it set up. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to change the username. So you never have to worry about getting email at Coldwell Banker. You can forward your email, but that is what your username will have to be for these sites. Hopefully that answered, Ronnie. If not, go ahead and type me another note, or you can shoot me an email. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions, so I'll give people a few more minutes to type if they want to. And again, I'll just share we have the step-by-step guide on how to forward emails. Please let your agents know that it is important to forward their emails. Some agents have had company correspondence not show up on their inbox because of a missed forward, so it's very important to forward both their Schmidt version of their email and their coldwellbanker.com email. Also important is getting those coldwellbanker.com profiles updated. It's important for Zap, but it's also very important because coldwellbanker.com is such a highly trafficked website where buyers and sellers are going to find our agents. So we really want to bulk up those profiles on there. It'll also immensely help our Zap rollout as well. Okay, well, I don't see any further questions, so I want to thank you all so very much for attending this morning. If any questions come up after the fact, as always, you can email me or give me a call. For all of our Michigan managers, please know that we will start our call here in just a little bit, so if you could please go back to your emails and find that link and join us for Schmidt Bowl 2016. Ohio, if you guys want to know a little bit about Schmidt Bowl, it may be coming to Ohio, hopefully. We're rolling it out in Michigan first. So look for that information to be coming maybe sometime next year. Thank you guys so much again for joining. Have a great first day of your fall, and I